From the CISO series, it's Cybersecurity Headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Monday, August 3rd, 2026. I'm Steve Prentice. UK's State Investments Agency suffers data breach. Representatives of the agency known as UK Government Investments, UKGI, the public body responsible for UK state investments such as the Post Office and TV's Channel 4, described the security failure as leaving more than 50 government officials' personal details exposed for nearly 40 hours. The agency is blaming the breach on, quote, an unnamed staff member who it said failed to follow security rules, end quote. This breach, they said, has been identified as having happened within the past financial year. CISA tells utilities to remove internet-exposed PLCs following Minnesota attacks. Following up on a story we covered last week in which attacks hit more than 30 Minnesota water systems, CISA has urged utilities to remove internet-exposed PLCs and strengthen OT security. Although federal and state officials have not publicly attributed the Minnesota attacks to any specific actor, the operational pattern appears consistent with the Cyber Avengers threat ecosystem, which is affiliated with Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Cyber-Electric Command. CISA is therefore warning of a surge of attacks targeting internet-exposed PLCs at water utilities. Anthropic says its AI hacked real-world companies in 3 incidents. Anthropic announced on Thursday it had discovered these 3 incidents in which its AI models exited test environments and compromised real-world organizations. The breaches were discovered after an internal review triggered by the similar incident at rival OpenAI. The affected organizations, which have not been named, had not detected the activity themselves. According to Anthropic, the root cause of the incidents was a, quote, misunderstanding with the third-party evaluation partner, Irregular, that's the name, that had left the machines that were running Claude open to the internet. The models had been told they had no internet access, end quote. Biotech company Amgen suffers data breach. Representatives from the California-based biotech company that develops and manufactures medicines for serious illnesses, including cancer, cardiovascular disease, and rare diseases, say the company suffered a data breach after threat actors stole corporate data and patient information stored in multiple cloud systems operated by third-party service providers. This happened in July, and the data stolen includes proprietary data, patient-protected health information, and other information, which was exfiltrated from cloud environments. Amgen is still determining whether additional sensitive information was accessed. Other data about the attack, such as which third-party cloud providers were involved, how the environments were compromised, how many people may have been affected, or whether the attack was linked to a known threat actor, has not yet been disclosed. Huge thanks to our sponsor, ThreatLocker. AI is helping attackers research targets, create malicious code, and adapt faster. But the fundamentals have not changed. Code still needs to execute, applications still need access, and attackers still need privileges. Today's tip: control those actions instead of trying to predict every threat. Learn more from ThreatLocker at threatlocker.com/CISO. Hacker uses DeepSeek AI to autonomously attack vulnerable servers. According to researchers at Palo Alto Network's Unit 42, a Chinese-speaking threat actor is, quote, using the DeepSeek AI model and the open-source Hermes agent to conduct autonomous cyber attacks on exposed servers with limited human involvement, end quote. The scheme was discovered after Hermes, quote, accidentally created a web server from its home directory, exposing the attacker's environment, including API keys, exploit scripts, target lists, shell history, and AI attack logs, end quote. Unit 42 warned that, quote, while the observed campaign had limited impacts, the workflow confirms a functional, end-to-end autonomous offensive capability. Hijacked hotel Wi-Fi pushes fake updates to deliver surveillance malware. Researchers at Microsoft are tracking a campaign called Captive Crunch, in which a fake browser update served over hijacked hotel Wi-Fi is being used to deliver Cornflake, a remote access Trojan that can capture webcam images, microphone audio, and keystrokes. This campaign is being attributed to a group called Storm 2945, which itself is part of Midnight Blizzard, also known as APT29 and Cozy Bear. This campaign has been active since May and uses click-fix instructions as one of its techniques. Brink's home attacked by shiny hunters. The home and business physical security company Brink's Home has announced a discovery of, quote, unauthorized access to a portion of its IT systems, end quote, and although it has not named the intruder or identified the affected system, the shiny hunters gang claims it carried out the attack. They apparently got away with 4.9 million Salesforce records from Brink's Home containing some PII, and this estimate is according to leak site monitoring outfit ransomware.live. Brink's Home had until last Thursday to negotiate a ransom payment. Hugging Face Boss says bot makers must be accountable for rogue attacks. As another side to this ongoing story, the founder and CEO of Hugging Face, Clément Delangue, has spoken out about the breach caused by the OpenAI bot that broke out of its test environment and autonomously attacked his firm last month. Speaking to CNN, he said his company, which had to rebuild about a third of its IT network after the incident, will not be taking legal action against OpenAI, but he added that these types of hacks, which he defines as a cyber attack, are still illegal and should remain so. He does not want to see this type of company-on-company attack normalized. If you have some thoughts on the news from today or about this show in general, please be sure to reach out to us at feedback@CISAseries.com. We would love to hear from you. I'm Steve Prentice, reporting for the CISO Series.
Cybersecurity headlines are available every weekday. Head to CISOseries.com for the full stories behind the headlines.